There is a specific moment, already scheduled, already coming, when you will be completely erased from this universe, not when you die. After that, think about your great-great-grandmother, not her name, not her face, not what she feared, or what made her laugh, or what she was thinking the morning she realized she was in love. You don't know any of that. She lived. She breathed. She had a favorite season. She had opinions. She had arguments she never resolved and music that moved her and entire worlds that existed only inside her mind. And now, nothing. Not even a ghost. This is the thing we're taught not to think about. Because when you actually follow the logic all the way to the end, something strange starts to happen in your chest. There is a person alive right now, walking around, living their life, who will be the last human being on Earth to think of you after you're gone. Point one person. And when they die, you die. For real. For the last time. Researchers who study mortality call it the second death. The first death is biological. Your heart stops. Your brain goes dark. But the second death, that's the erasure. That's when the final memory of you dissolves from the last mind still holding it. Most people never make it past the second generation. Think about that. Your great-great-grandchildren, if you have them, almost certainly will not know your name, will not know what you looked like, will not know a single thing you ever believed in 4 generations, maybe 100 years. That's the average shelf life of a human being. But here's where it gets strange. Because right now, someone who loves you can picture your face perfectly. Every detail, the exact sound of your voice, the way you hold a coffee cup, the specific, unrepeatable texture of who you are. And when they close their eyes and remember you, you exist. In some real, neurological, measurable sense, you exist inside their mind. You are a pattern of neurons firing in another person's brain. You are living inside someone else right now and you don't even realize it. But that's not the part that should make you stop breathing. This is that person carrying you. They are mortal too. And the number of people who remember you will shrink. Slowly at first, then faster. One funeral at a time, one fading memory at a time, until there is only one left. One person, the last archive, the last light keeping you from absolute darkness. And they don't know it. They're not walking around thinking, I am the last person on Earth who remembers her. They're just living their life, making breakfast, complaining about traffic, wasting Tuesday afternoons, completely unaware they are the entire custodian of another human soul. And then one day, without ceremony, without announcement, without anyone even noticing, they forget something small, the exact pitch of your laugh, which I had that faint scar, whether you took sugar in your coffee. And that's not nothing. That's you, dissolving. Now here's the part almost nobody talks about. We've built entire civilizations to fight this. Monuments, religion, art, children, legacy. Every single human system of meaning is, at its core, a weapon against the second death. The pharaohs spent entire lifetimes building tombs so that their name would echo across millennia. Most of them worked. Tutankhamun has been dead for over 3,300 years. And you know his name. But you don't know the name of the man who built his tomb. And you don't know the name of the man who built the man who built his tomb. You see what's happening? Even legacy, even the most deliberate, stone-carved attempt at immortality, is still subject to the same brutal filter. Some names survive. Almost all names don't. And the ones that do survive, they become something else. They become a symbol, a concept, a historical artifact, not a person, not someone who was afraid of the dark or cried at something embarrassing or spent years quietly regretting a single conversation. Fame doesn't save you. Fame replaces you. The real you, the private, interior, irreducibly specific you. That version dies with the people who actually knew you. So what do you do with that? Some people, when they first encounter this idea, feel the floor drop out from under them, like they've been standing on a bridge their whole life and just look down for the first time. But stay with it, because there's something on the other side of this feeling. The psychologist Irvin Yalom spent decades sitting with dying patients, people at the very end, and he found something that surprised him. Confronting mortality, really confronting it, not flinching away, didn't crush people. It clarified them. Because here's what the second death actually reveals. If you will be forgotten regardless, if the universe is going to erase you with or without your permission, then the only question that actually matters is, what do you do with the time between now and the last memory? And suddenly, all the things we waste our lives on start to look very different. The argument you've been avoiding. The person you've been meaning to call. The version of yourself you keep promising you'll become someday. The experiences you keep postponing until conditions are perfect. You are not waiting for your life to begin. You are already inside the only time you will ever have. And somewhere, maybe decades from now, maybe tomorrow, someone who loves you will be sitting quietly, and a memory of you will surface, uninvited, the way memories do. The way you looked at a particular moment. Something you said that stayed. That moment will be brief. They probably won't even mention it to anyone. But in that moment, you will exist. Completely, vividly, real. Not in history, not in stone, not in legacy, in them. The ancient Romans had a phrase they would whisper to generals riding through the streets during triumph parades, at the moment of maximum glory, surrounded by crowds screaming their name. Memento mori. Remember that you will die. Not as a threat, as a gift. Because the person who truly understands they will be forgotten, truly feels it, not just intellectually, but in their body, in their gut. That person stops performing their life for some imagined future audience. They start actually living it. You will be forgotten. The last person who remembers you will one day close their eyes for the final time. And in the silence after that, in the absolute, total, permanent silence, none of the things you were afraid of will matter. None of the days you wasted performing. None of the years you spent shrinking. Only the moments where you were actually, fully, uncomplicatedly here. So the question isn't how to be remembered. The question is, who are you being right now? For the people who are remembering you while you're still alive to deserve it?